crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Desperados coming in at 6-3, going up against the Jaguars, who come in at 8-1. With that, let's get you out to the Texas Capitol. Standing by in Austin, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Austin Desperados. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's third down. And let's look defensively at the starters.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the quarterback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
We got three. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriots.
They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Mariota now on second down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second down following the run. Second down, Mariota. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll come out in the pistol. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And 4th down coming up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, Mariota dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Mariota now to throw on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. First down, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. They've got his man, complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Here's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to work. Cuts back, left sideline. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a 1st down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play. And the deep.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover.
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality.
Blitz coming and down he goes. Miles Jack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 65 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Mariota again. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Again, it's Mariota. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go. Green. Detroit. Detroit.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Another pistol look here. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. One receiver left, two to the right. A second down throw here for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Another pistol look here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer and making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll drop the throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Second down, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate, even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love it.
And he'll go down at the 28. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. First down, Mariota. Funches with a catch over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. His throw incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Third and goal, Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he pulls over it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Final minute now of the third quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Hearns the man in motion left. They run the counter now on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Back now in Austin. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
In motion left goes a tight end. A first down throw for Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. Check it, boss. Check the call. Check 3.
To throw is Mariota. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
But how about this, a fake? And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 11. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They come out here in the eye. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. And they're going to speed things up here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here with that type of a lead.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The tight end in motion right. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the back goes into motion. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw Mariota. Being chased out left. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Steps away to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll get 16 yards there. And that'll be good enough for the first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
First down, Mariota. Up and over. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Play fake. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
On third down, Mariota. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Finding time. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now Mariota. A dump down to McKinnon. And an alley to run. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles,
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the D-line's going to spread out. Third and long here for Mariota. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big...
It's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot, straight to the heart. No, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. 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 It's in my bones. It's in my soul. You're never gonna take